Time, a terrible war brought with it the collapse of your ancient empire. So vicious were your enemies that all would have been slaughtered were it not for the collective outcry for mercy. In an effort to soothe relations, the conquerors spared the lives of the defeated. All survivors were sent into exile. None were permitted to follow or aid the fallen. All memory of them was to be erased. For generations, the convoy moved silently through space. They endured great difficulties. Imperfect technology. In time, a suitable system to receive them was found.
This barren world appeared to be salvation, their true legacy forgotten. A new vision of destiny had grown out of captivity.
While the Kartoba was able to limp to Karak, this ship instead must have tried to hide here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
Our planet is dying. The desert grows with every passing year. The world is at war. But there is hope. An object has been detected deep within the Great Banded Desert. It has been called the Jiraki object, the primary anomaly. We believe it may hold the key to our salvation. An expedition to retrieve it is being prepared.
Rachel, we have you on this. Stand by for pickup.
control module hooked up before we launch, and we don't have a lot of time.
Understood. Clearance to approach?
You're clear. Gate 5. Rachel, Gaussian attacks have been launched against multiple coalition bases. The northern frontier is under attack. The launch of our expedition carrier, the Capisi, has been accelerated.
This is the captain of the jet carrier Capisi. All crews, Hangar 5. Stand by to initiate rollout sequence.
Loading control module now. Stand by.
Engage main drive. Take any chance. Laneway clear. All stations green. Captain has the helm. Ample clean blue on all decks. Full complement aboard. Shutter test green. Get CENTCOM up. See if they have any new reports to share on the current AO. All right, we're on top of it. Cooling tanks online at 4.3, power plant reading 5 9. Cycling at 30-second increments until 99 at 7.
Bringing systems online. Fleet manager online. Resource control system online. Unit status online. Command system online. Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
Systems confirmed. Rachel, redeploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is fleet intelligence for the expedition carrier Capisi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel. Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities. Vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly. Fleet operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test. Jet carrier Capisi, we are go for launch. Launch command confirmed.
Understood. Prepare to open outer door. Fire all
Rachel
charges.
here.
Disengage locks. Active operators.
Outer doors opening.
Mass ratio in line. Tracking solid. Doors at 50%. Looking good. Bring engines to speed and move out. Outer doors at full aperture and secure. She's all yours, Captain. All stations, this is your captain. Today we embark on a historic mission to find and retrieve the Taraki object. Lying at the heart of the Great Banded Desert, deep inside Gaussian territory, we believe it holds the key to our survival on this planet. The journey will be perilous, but if successful, we will change the course of history forever and secure our future for generations to come.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. We've launched 3 months ahead of schedule and just in time. The Gaussian threat was far greater than we had anticipated. As the lead scientist on this expedition, I'm more convinced than ever that my brother was right. That what lies out there amongst the dunes holds the key to our survival on this planet and possibly beyond. We have no choice now but to believe.
We have successfully entered the open desert and are safe. For now. Before leaving, we received this Gaussian transmission.
Attention, Kithid of the North. I am Kagan, of the Kith Gaussian, servant of the mighty Kahad Sajuk. For generations, you have violated the first commandment of our Creator. By entering into space, you seek the stars. Now you invade our lands for the second time. Diplomacy has failed. We can tolerate this no longer. The suffering of this war will be nothing compared to the wrath of Sajuk. Long live the people of Karak.
We are now behind enemy lines. A Sajet lander carrying with it our sensors manager will rendezvous with us at the Boneyard, a salvage facility to the east. At the Boneyard, we will install the sensors manager, gather additional resources and expedition vehicles before moving out and proceeding to our designated target. The fate of the expedition, and possibly the North itself, now rests on us.
Boneyard Control, request immediate clearance to dock. Copy, Capisi. We've been waiting for your arrival. You're cleared to dock. Cruiser standing by.
Boneyard Epsilon Lander 607 is wheeled down and prepping cargo for unload.
Roger that. Lowering module. Contact. Releasing clamps.
Sensors manager coming online. The Capisi's desert refit is underway. While that happens, we need to gather as many resources as possible and reactivate retired units to bolster our fleet. Intelligence indicates Gaussian forces are inbound on our location. We don't have long before they arrive. Rachel, you and the support cruiser need to reactivate the decommissioned units using your repair beams.
Copy that, Intel.
We just received a transmission from Northern Command. They have confirmed that multiple coalition bases have fallen, including Delta, Juno, and Epsilon. Tyr is under siege. It appears the Sadim carrier, the Sakala, also managed to escape. We are to rendezvous with her and continue on with the expedition at all costs. Additional groups of contacts detected and closing in. Perimeter turrets engaging enemy units. Keep those Gaussian forces away from the Capisi and continue to gather resources and units until departure.
Be advised. Class 5 sandstorm detected on approach.
Armored vehicle is taking fire. Hostile railguns. Allied armor assault vehicles entering your area. Taking hits. We need immediate assistance.
Be advised. Allied armored assault vehicles are deploying smoke screens to break enemy line of sight.
Silence makes...
I hope they make it. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Wind speed in excess of 300 kilometers per hour.
Copy that. Engaging full shutters. Expect impact on my mark. In 3, 2, 1, mark.
Personal log. Intelligence Officer Nathan Sajet. Expedition Carrier Capisi. Our refit is mostly complete, and we're now headed for open desert. Several coalition units were able to link up with us and have joined our ranks. To the north, Gaussian forces are laying siege to our homes. There's no going back. The expedition must carry on. It's hard to believe it's been 4 years since our satellites detected the Jiraki object. That massive anomaly deep in the uncharted desert. its energy readings rivaling our planet's sun. Rachel thinks it could be the source of the new Gaussian technology. Only time will tell.
Still need to be brought online.
Our initial satellite data identified the location of the primary anomaly, along with dozens of secondary targets. We will take a northern route, skirting the Belladin Formation. Doing this, we will avoid Gaussian territory and the worst of the deep desert heat. We will then cut south to the primary anomaly, the main goal of our expedition. As Chief Science Officer, Rachel Sajet will sample, analyze, and provide intelligence on these objects as we move deeper into the desert. The carrier Sakala has confirmed they are moving east with significant force and are expected to meet us at these coordinates. East of Cape Wrath, a place known as Hell's Gate.
It's an emergency transponder beacon. Could be the Sakala.
Push ahead and search for the Sakala.
Alert. Sandstorm conditions in effect.
Be advised, Gaussian combat patrols may be in the area. As we push forward, keep your eyes open.
Engineering reports the Capisi's primary shunting systems are now online. Power may now be shunted to weapons, armor, repairs, and long-range targeting systems.
Intel, I've located the source of the signal. It's an abandoned coalition carrier. It's been here for a while. My team and I are heading inside. Delay salvage operations until we complete a search of the vessel.
Copy that. Rachel's team has begun to investigate the derelict carrier. We're exposed as long as we hold position here. A defensive perimeter must be established in order to protect Rachel and her team.
Dunes are blocking the carrier's access to the derelict.
Take up, understood. Smaller craft, you are clear to approach the derelict.
7208.
Copy. Running it through the computer. Stand by. Rachel. You're aboard the Sajet carrier Ifrit Naval, part of the Coalition's lost expedition.
This is my brother's ship. My God. Continuing search, Intel. We'll keep you advised.
Alert! Carrier taking fire.
Rachel's team is still inside the derelict. Her position must be
The
defended.
Gaussian has been here already. There's extensive interior damage.
Stable.
I'm detecting a unique signature coming from inside one of the bulkheads.
Contact. Enemy on...
This may be what the Gaussian we're searching for. Beginning bulkhead
Carrier
search.
hold.
Rachel, more Gaussian reinforcements are inbound. Return to the Capisi immediately.
Negative intel. We found a piece of unidentified technology grafted into the carrier sensor array. Keep us covered while we extract this artifact from the bulkhead.
Full armor. Limit.
Roger that. We'll deploy additional units to cover you. You need to hurry.
Range scanners.
Enemy.
Understood. Give us 5 minutes. That should be enough time.
Below 25% integrity.
Intel. Science update. This artifact is composed of the same materials as the orbital fragments recovered 45 years ago, but this is no fragment. Until this moment, we have never seen this technology fully intact and functional. We need to secure it immediately.
vehicle taking effective fire.
Intel, we're ready to move out.
Rachel, your team cannot be extracted safely until the Galcian has been subdued. Hold your position.
QPC, science team is en route. We've extracted the artifact along with the carrier's backup data drive.
Good work, Rachel. I'll have receiving crews standing by.
Stand by to power up the recovered artifact. Initiating sensors modification now.
Sensor efficiency has been greatly increased, and interference from the storm has been filtered out.
Excellent. Contact range increased.
With our sensors now operational, we've detected a hostile cruiser supporting the enemy offensive. Engaged. Galcian support cruiser destroyed. Remaining enemy units falling back. Enhanced sensors are picking up multiple enemy signatures at the extremity of our range. I've got 2 carrier-class vessels in tow.
The Galcian have located us. We have no choice. We need to keep moving deeper into the open desert. Set course for the Sarathi Basin. Once we arrive, we'll transmit to Sakala our coordinates. Engine crews, stand by to engage maximum power.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. We found my brother's ship, the Ifrit Nabal, the flagship of our coalition's lost expedition from 4 years ago. His fate, and that of its crew, remains unknown. What happened, Jacob? What did you find out here? What have they done to you? The shipwreck was a coalition carrier, last seen 4 years ago. The wreck has been ransacked by Galcian troops looking for something. We believe it was the recovered artifact. We have also recovered the encrypted first officer's log from the derelict carrier. It belonged to my brother. The data is spotty, but this is what we have deciphered.
This is First Officer Jacob Sajet of the carrier Ifrit Nabal. 1,256 souls aboard. We've been immobilized by Doom Collapse. There are considerably more artifacts at the Kalash location. This is the First Officer of the carrier Ifrit Nabal, signing off.
The Kalash coordinates correspond to this location from the satellite data of 4 years ago.
We will alter course, following the route of our coalition's first expedition. At the Kalash location, we will accelerate resourcing and artifact recovery operations. Course locked in.
Closing in on the target site. Rachel, scout ahead and establish a positive ID.
Roger that.
We have arrived in the general vicinity where the Ifrit Nabal recovered the artifact. Spread out and search the area.
Around here. The signal we picked up was significant. Intel, we found something. Are you guys seeing this?
Affirmative.
by. Checking the data now. It's some kind of ship. I'm beginning analysis of the main superstructure. Readings show considerable heavy metal deposits. This is definitely the clash site that Jacob was talking about. Data confirms the Ifrit Nabal artifact was indeed removed from this location. I'm also detecting wreckage strewn across the valley below. I'll need to set up additional scanners to get a clearer picture of exactly what happened here. My preliminary scans are incomplete. I need to place a scanner at this location to get more data. I need to start breaking down the data immediately.
Understood. Great job out there.
Thanks.
We have successfully completed our scan of the Kalash wreck, but it may only be a matter of time before the Gaussian carriers vector onto our position.
Intel, I fed the scan data into the computers and added my spectrum and IR readings. I'm heading back to the Capisi now.
Copy that. We're all eager to hear the results of your analysis.
I bet. You're gonna like this.
Personal log, Captain Roman Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. These sandstorms are taking a toll on the old girl, but she's a hell of a ship. We're managing well, considering the haste with which we launched. Our lead science officer, Rachel, is analyzing the artifact we found. She's eager to take risks, which I wouldn't have wagered on after our first meeting. She's also driven as hell. She's giving the intelligence officer fits. My respect for her grows daily. As for the Gaussian, their hover technology makes them faster and more maneuverable than our units. They're better equipped for desert conditions too, which is no surprise. But their hit-and-run tactics, which I've seen before, always leads to something much larger and more dangerous. It's only a matter of time before we are truly tested.
For the first time in as long as any of us can remember, we are finally able to shed some light on the history of our planet, and conceivably, our origins as a people. What we have found here is nothing short of miraculous. An ancient starship lost to the desert for 1,000 years. The structural damage it sustained, the compression patterns, the debris footprint, all of it is consistent with atmospheric penetration followed by ground impact. But why did it crash here? What happened? Many questions remain unanswered. We know that the satellite data we collected identified hundreds of similar sites scattered throughout the Great Band-Ended Desert. Each one of these could be a wreck just like the Kalash. It is safe to assume the Gaussian have been exploiting these resources for years. Now it's our turn. Composed of exotic materials and compounds not native to our planet, each represents a potential treasure trove of untapped resources and alien technology we can leverage in our fight against the Gaussian, and which may well hold the key to our survival on Karak.
All crews, prepare to shipbreak.
Intel, detailed scans have identified one section of the Kalash with energy readings far exceeding normal parameters. I'll begin salvaging there first. Once I've confirmed my shipbreaking plan works, we'll move out into the valley below and expand operations.
Copy that, Rachel. Deploying security teams to defend the inner perimeter.
Approaching the wreck now.
Copy that, Rachel. Proceed with shipbreaking operations.
We will need to use several demolition charges. I'll need to place the charges on the wreck and detonate them once I'm clear of the blast zone.
Understood.
There it goes.
escape from the Galcian in the Great Desert. We are the desert. As before, you have violated this holy site. Only now you have chosen to destroy it, pillaging its sacred artifacts to serve your profane ambitions. You may go no further. Prepare to face the wrath of Seljuk and beg his divine forgiveness. I will pray for your soul.
And her fleet have us surrounded.
Understood. We warned you and our coalition partners for years of the Galcian threat. We called for a total cleansing of the desert wastelands, but now this appears beyond our reach. I suggest we finish off these Gritidim while we have the advantage.
Agreed.
The Galcian carrier has an escort of multiple cruisers. Recommend immediate advance on the Galcian position.
Hostile fire.
Capisi, we are taking heavy fire. Request your forces target the Galcian siege cruisers near our location.
Find in the AO. The enemy is responding.
Personal log, Operations Officer Clea Soban, Expedition Carrier Capisi. How many days have we been out here? Feels like weeks already. We've re-established communication with the North. Reports from Tyr are encouraging. Pockets of resistance have sprung up and are holding Galcian forces at bay. But for how long? Here, crew morale remains high despite the constant engagement with Galcian forces. I can't say enough about the men and women who've signed on, risking their lives for this expedition. Our goal feels almost impossible at times, but there is hope, and a will to succeed against all odds. For now, that will have to do.
The Ashoka is damaged and on the run. Yet despite the artifacts we've recovered and the upgrades we've made to the Capisi, we are still no match for her speed. Having relocated to a wide debris field deep within the Baladin Dune Sea, the Ashoka appears to be conducting much-needed resource operations. The Sakala will maneuver to the north and draw the Ashoka away. The Capisi will then strike directly at the enemy resourcing operations. Once we have wiped out their ground forces, we'll move to eliminate the Ashoka, clearing a path to the site of the primary anomaly. The Sidim have transferred us 2 bombers to assist in the operation. All units, prepare for battle.
Capisi, this is the Sakala. We are in position and ready to engage.
Understood. Moving to attack now. Good luck.
We have reached the vicinity of the Ashoka's resourcing operations. Galcian production cruisers marked at these positions, likely supporting salvage crews. A security patrol is moving between the 3 cruiser locations. Destroy all production cruisers and eliminate that patrol.
Capisi, we've engaged the Ashoka, but they have broken away and approaching your location. Prepare to take evasive action. Do you copy? We are in pursuit.
stations. Prepare to engage the Ashoka.
Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designated. Be advised. Hostile carrier visually up.
Enemy carrier detected. Moving fast on our location. The Ashoka has arrived. All carrier personnel to battle stations. The Ashoka is heading towards a nearby resource deposit and is at full combat strength. Prepare defenses.
What the hell was that?
An electromagnetic pulse.
Multiple units disabled.
Estimate time to recovery.
Several minutes.
Until then, they're defenseless. Armored vehicle.
You have proved a worthy opponent, but let your joy be tempered with the knowledge that your death is inevitable.
There can be no peace on Karak, so long as your Kithid pursue a path to the stars.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. Jacob, you're on to something, big brother. The tech the Galcian have recovered from these wrecks, the tech we have found ourselves, is rewriting the book on science and engineering as we know it. Already we are seeing the benefits. You can imagine how excited I am. I only wish you were here to share in this. If we survive long enough to get to the Jiraki object, there's no telling what we'll find. If. I hate that word. We recovered artifact technology from the wreck of the Ashoka and have run it through our diagnostics. The advanced cooling system the Galcian have been using to endure the deep desert heat is unlike anything Coalition scientists have been able to develop. I found a way to merge their tech with our existing thermal control assembly, allowing us to shunt additional power to weapons and armor, while simultaneously increasing our repair abilities and targeting range.
We also uncovered the existence of a Galcian military base at the edge of the Dune Sea. Adjacent to the base is a resourcing operation. Similar to the plan of attack we used against the Ashoka, the Sakala will engage the enemy first, then pull back, drawing as many defenders away as possible. The Capisi will then move in and shut down their resourcing operation before turning her attention to the base itself.
For years.
Imagine how many artifacts, how much Galcian research is stored inside that base.
All units, prepare to engage the enemy. Substantial resource deposits confirmed. Begin salvaging operations immediately. The cooling system recovered from the Ashoka has been installed. We are reading a significant boost in reserve power.
Science team, moving inside.
Roger that. Be careful, Rachel. Rachel, what is your team's status?
Status report. I've disabled the outpost's remaining turret emplacement. The Galcian database is extensive, however. I'll need more time to extract it.
Excellent work. Keep us updated.
Intel. I've ID'd a Gaussian Honor Guard cruiser in one of the outpost service hangars. It can be integrated into our fleet.
The Honor Guard cruiser is located here. Send a support cruiser to recover it. We can expect a Gaussian counterattack to reclaim the base shortly. Eliminate all remaining Gaussian forces and defend Rachel's position.
QDZ, do you copy? We copy, Sakala. Go ahead.
The Gaussian fleet is headed for your position. We're
We lost transmission, Captain. The Gaussian forces have split into two groups and are advancing towards the main complex perimeter. They are forming a blockade around the facility to prevent our escape from the blast. Clear a path through the blockade for Rachel to escape.
Rachel is taking fire. Respond. Hostile strike craft down.
Rachel.
Yes, I read you. That was close.
Personal log. Intelligence Officer Nathan Sajet. Expedition Carrier Capisi. The Gaussian. Ghosts of the Desert. We learn more about our enemy with each passing day. Rachel says they believe in a terrible place where their god, Sajuk, placed his people as punishment for their sins. They refer to it as Kar-Toba, or First City. They believe their spiritual and military leader, the Kahad Sajuk, will become the instrument of God's will and ascend to rule over all of Karak once he enters the temple of Kar-Toba. Is there a kernel of truth hidden amongst these myths? And if so, what is it?
As much a temple as a military installation, the Gaussian base was filled with bizarre religious imagery and ancient inscriptions. We also found this recording.
Noble and kind people of the desert, the North is suffering. Even now, as their cities thirst for water and their citizens choke on the encroaching desert sands, we seek only peace. Their ascent into space was a violation of the will of Sajuk. Unchecked, they will bring his wrath down upon us all. War has been forced upon us. The North will know us now, no longer as brothers, but by counting the number of their dead. May there be peace on Karak once again.
We can expect fiercer resistance ahead. Regardless, we keep moving forward, cutting through the Garaki Highlands here. It's rough terrain. The dangers are many. On the other side lies a heat-ravaged wasteland the Gaussian call Digran, or the Dreamlands. Just beyond lies our ultimate goal.
Hey, Rachel. If we find what everyone is hoping we will, the water riots, the food rationing, it could all become a distant memory. Our salvation lies in the desert, sis. We know it.
Rachel. Rachel.
Yes, I read you.
Short-range sensors are picking up scattered wreckage in the valley ahead. That's strange. Our satellite data shows nothing here.
Intel.
I'm going to scout ahead and take a look.
Galcian are evacuating this site. Wrecks have been identified at these locations. All shipbreaking teams, stand by. Alert.
You're gonna want to see this. Incredible. The ship, it appears to be fully intact. My God. How is this possible? The cavity surrounding the ship is perfectly smooth. No evidence of digging or... We need to start artifact retrieval operations immediately.
Roger that. Salvage crews standing by.
I'm picking up significantly elevated power signatures somewhere in the area. If we can find that power source and integrate it into the Capisi, it will significantly increase our energy levels in all systems. The walls of the canyon are distorting my scans. We need to send out salvage teams to find that power source.
Agreed. This could be the most powerful artifact we've discovered so far. Salvage teams, form up.
Technology and the secrets they hold.
The launch detected. The Galcian carrier Renza is moving towards our position. Prepare to engage.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. It took 3 years to prepare this expedition. We set out, launching into the unknown, unsure of what we would find. The discoveries we have made have exceeded all our expectations. I have noticed the Kith names identified aboard these starships, the insignias. None of them are known to us. Where did these starships come from? Who are these Voyagers? Hopefully, my analysis will yield some much-needed answers. What we've discovered here is astonishing. These starships, they didn't crash. They materialized inside of solid rock. Data suggests an artificial quantum waveform intercepted these ships during interstellar transit and reassembled them here, underground. I've linked the quantum signature from these ships to the primary anomaly. I believe it's the source of the waveform and responsible for the starship wrecks scattered throughout the Great Banded Desert. Its power is beyond anything we even thought possible.
We must reach the primary anomaly and unearth its secrets. Our passage through the Garaki Highlands will be through the Whispering Gallery, a narrow canyon located here. The Sakala will meet us at the mouth of the canyon, and together we will punch through to the Dreamlands on the other side.
Sakala, this is the Kapisi. Do you copy?
Sakala receiving. 2 Galcian carriers are blocking our advance. They appear to be an elite battle group of the Kahad Sajuk. We require your immediate assistance.
Roger that. We're closing on your position now. Prepare for allied contacts. Kapisi out.
The Sakala is currently positioned here. Ready all combat groups to support Allied fleet. Watch for friendlies.
Kapisi, we're under fire. Requesting support.
Ready, send.
Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage. Warning. Systems overheating. Feed power into main cooling systems.
New heading set.
Galcian railguns are tearing through our armored forces.
Allied craft spinning
from our Sidim allies.
Alert. Integrity. Tracking armored craft on approach.
Defensive action. Continue the pursuit.
Copy that. We'll engage. Style interceptors.
We can use the terrain to our advantage by utilizing artillery cruisers.
More craft lost.
Upgrade fabrication facilities to begin producing artillery cruisers.
Respond. Sajuk's carriers. Let's move to open ground and get out of this canyon. Bring engines to full.
Personal log, Captain Roman Sajet, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. Sidim, a loathsome kith if ever there was one. Arrogant, self-righteous. Mashad, the Sakala captain, seems to have an agenda all of his own. He knows more than he's willing to share, I'm sure of it. Unfortunately, it's a tenet of war that you can't always choose your allies. How true. Truth is, we have no choice but to rely on one another. The Galcian keep throwing wave after wave at us, escalating their attacks, unafraid to sacrifice their forces to hold us at bay. Thankfully, the commanders at Tyr have confirmed our resupply. Without it, we will not be able to complete our expedition.
With the fall of Epsilon Base, Galcian intelligence acquired the satellite data and coordinates of our expedition's destination. They believe that whatever lies at the center of the Dreamlands, our target, is Kartoba, the birthplace of our existence on Karak, and the key to their ascension.
That's not all. Having decrypted the Galcian base data, I found a message from my brother embedded in the code.
Rachel, if you find this, you know I've been taken prisoner by the Galcian forces. One of the artifacts they've unearthed is the trigger to a weapon of vast, destructive power. They do not yet understand what they possess, but I do, and I have a plan. I know you're coming. Be ready.
The Kahad Sajuk's fleet is making for the primary anomaly. With no other choice but to resupply, we need to rendezvous with the Coalition landers inbound from Tyr. Surrounded by desert, the only place they can set down is the Kashar Plateau, located here. Coordinates locked in.
Coalition landers, both Sujet and Sedim, are currently inbound, which means we need to secure that plateau.
There are multiple access points. All units prepare to engage the enemy and take the high ground.
Plateau secured. We need to hold this landing zone.
Personal log. Intelligence Officer Nathan Sujet. Expedition Carrier Capisi. Back home, the tide of war is starting to turn. Our men and women are fighting door to door, reclaiming entire neighborhoods as they push back these Galcian invaders. But here, the Kahad Sajuk's fleet is approaching our expedition's target as we are forced to sit and wait on landers inbound from Tyr. We are so close, yet with every hour we fall further behind our enemy. The future of our expedition depends on those flight crews. Roach, you crazy SOB. You're the best lander pilot I've ever known. If anyone can do this, it's you. You better not have forgotten that bottle I asked for. As we speak, satellite data has identified the Kahad Sajuk's fleet approaching the site of the primary anomaly.
Oh my god.
It's some kind of orbital weapons platform. The weapon issued a recognition code to the surface. An ID transponder returned the signal. The return signal originated here.
That's it. That's what Jacob was talking about. I need to go investigate the source of that signal.
It's risky, but you're right, Rachel. Take a combat escort and secure the transponder. Galcian reinforcements are closing on our position fast, but we should be able to hold them off long enough to resupply. We will then rendezvous at your location.
Roger that.
Capisi, this is Lander 05 Bravo. Do you copy?
Copy 05, go ahead.
We are inbound on your marker. Emergency fuel critical. We are racing the gauge and will only have one chance before our tanks run dry.
Understood. We'll have the red carpet rolled out.
We must defend the landing zone until our transports arrive. We anticipate Galcian assaults will come at us through these approaches here. Turrets and mines will prove effective at these choke points.
Capisi, this is Sedim Lander 29 Echo requesting clearance to land.
Copy 29. You are clear to land.
Understood.
The Sakala has arrived. Looks like they coordinated their arrival.
Once they offload their supplies, prep for our Sujet landers. It's gonna be touch and go. I want medical and fire suppression teams on alert.
The Galcian are deploying anti-air forces here. The Sakala is broadcasting on an open channel.
To our coalition brothers and sisters, you have inflicted great devastation upon the Galcian scum. For that, we applaud your bravery. We will not forget your sacrifice. But our time of ascension is at hand. Only the Sedim and our Kithsa are of divine origin. Only we can claim the bounty that lies at the heart of this desert. The first city and its secrets belong to us, and us alone.
Personal log, Captain Roman Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. My instincts were right. The Sidim have betrayed us. They say self-righteousness inevitably leads to treachery, that it's an affliction of the weak-minded. I agree. Mashad will pay for what he has done, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it. Thankfully, we're able to retrieve supplies from one of the landers, allowing us to carry on. But Rachel is out there now, alone. I won't let her become another victim of this treachery.
ID transponder signal originated from a wreck, a military capital ship that seems to be named Tidan. The Tidan deployed the orbital weapon, then suffered the same fate as the other wrecks, crashing to the surface before the weapon could be enabled. Escaping the Gaussian base, Jacob crossed the wastelands and located the Tidan. Coupled with the transponder hidden aboard this ship, he used the trigger to arm the weapon. But without adequate food, water, or protection, he died here, alone.
We're coming for you, Rachel. Hold out until we get there.
Understood, Intel. Science team standing by.
Do you copy? Come in. Over. Capisi, do you copy? Come in. Capisi, do you copy? Come in. Over.
We read you, Rachel. We have you on long-range scanners. We are close. Be advised, the Sidim have betrayed us. They're closing on your position. You are in imminent danger. Do you copy?
Roger that.
Rachel is located here. Sidim units are attempting to capture her and seize the wreck. Defend Rachel until the Capisi arrives.
Craft and AO. Maneuver for visual.
Rachel's strike force is outmatched. She must disengage and rendezvous with the Capisi at once. Ensure Officer Sajet and her team make it safely to the Capisi.
Runner.
Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designated. Report taking hostile fire.
Target designated.
The railgun is taking effective fire. Strike craft destroyed. Rachel in sight. Reducing speed. Be advised the Capisi has been operating in the red for hours and she is overheating.
The Capisi has taken damage from overheating the drive systems. Our cruisers are trailing behind, but will arrive soon.
Intel, I've recovered the transponder and trigger artifact from the Titan wreck. My scan of the area has identified an advanced cooling system in one of the nearby wreck sites.
Roger that. Salvaging that artifact is now our main priority. Orders. Now focus on the Sidim. They cannot be allowed to acquire the Titan transponder. Destroy the Sakala. The Sakala has been destroyed. All units, return to the Kapisi in preparation for immediate departure.
Personal log, Operations Officer Clea Soban, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. Jacob Sajet was alive this whole time. My God, a prisoner of the Galsian for 4 years. And he stopped them from reaching the Kartoba site. He made the ultimate sacrifice for his people. Now, as we prepare to honor him, we also ready for battle, to finish what we started. I have no idea what the future holds, or if I'll be around to see it. But here, now, I am proud to be among these Sajet, to be counted as one of them, a Soban. It has been an honor to serve with them all.
Thanks to the sacrifice of Rachel's brother, we finally hold the key to defeating the Galsian once and for all. The Titan orbital weapon is operational and under our control. Rachel is making final preparations to ensure the fleet's safety as we secure the Kartoba site.
Power and discharge protocols in the green. Targeting and alignment data is suboptimal. We will require a ground-based scanner network to resolve firing accuracy, or nobody will be safe out there.
The Kartoba site is located here. The Galsian fleet is holding their position outside the targeting perimeter. When they realize we have safely entered the site, they will advance and surround us. We will not have much time. Rachel, stand by to deploy.
Roger that.
Get Rachel and her team into the Kartoba wreck immediately.
Copies.
Time is of the essence. Expect Galsian forces to arrive shortly.
I have the wreck in sight. No movement detected. Conducting preliminary scan. Quantum signature verified. The site appears undisturbed. Pristine. I'm going in.
Copy that, Rachel.
We need to set up the scanner network so I can build a targeting matrix. I can direct the beam once the network is in place.
To establish the targeting matrix, deploy scanners at these locations.
Runner copies.
Scanner network in place.
Great. Keep the network operational while I perform the scan. Scan complete. Preparing targeting matrix.
Sensor potent.
Wait.
An entire city buried beneath the sand. This must be it. This must be Cordoba, the first city of Karak. It's real. Targeting matrix complete. Firing sequence primed. The orbital weapon is now at our disposal.
Just in time, Rachel. We are detecting a Gaussian carrier crossing the perimeter. Fire when ready.
Intel. There might be a way to focus the weapon. Updates as follows.
Battle report. Hostile carrier has been destroyed. Great job out there.
Northern Kithid of Karak. Everything you have achieved, the battles you have won, they were preordained by the great Seljuk himself. To believe otherwise is vanity. His will is our destiny. But words alone will not stay your hand. That much you have made clear. You have brought this darkness. You have chosen war. May the blood sand quiet the great slumber of Seljuk.
We have never seen this class of Gaussian ship before. It appears to be some kind of supercarrier, a Gaussian flagship. The Gaussian Sa is aboard. Defeat it at all costs.
I have failed my people. My creator? The wrath of Seljuk will descend upon Karak in an unimaginable hailstorm of fire and death. Know that you will one day bring this fate upon us all. Seek his forgiveness before it is too late. Step into his light and be absolved.
The truth of our origins is only now being revealed.
Gaussian air units inbound.
Descendants of the great derelicts of Karak. We are all one. We are all Kushan. My brother said, salvation lay in the desert. It's too early to know for sure if he was right, but one thing is certain. This is not the end, but rather a new beginning for us all.
"100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand.
I have the wreck in sight. No movement detected. Conducting preliminary scan. Quantum signature verified. The site appears undisturbed. Pristine. I'm going in.
Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On a single artifact survived the journey. The guide stone you now carry. It was removed from the sacred angel moon of your homeworld, a place long since reduced to myth and tale. Your progress is becoming known among the inner rim worlds and elsewhere. Many cultures have prophesized your return. And a single word more ancient than the clans themselves. Higara, our home. The clans were united, and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years. It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices. The greatest of these was made by the scientist Karen Sajet, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command. The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind became focused on the true origin of our people. Every effort on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
Scaffold control standing by.
All stations green.
You're cleared to approach. You got it.
Bays 8, 9, and 10 sealed.
Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. Decks D and E secure. Scaffold secure. All systems green. Release crew standing by. What a beautiful sight.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting Mothership relaunch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, release control.
All caliper banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away. Stand by for command line testing.
Command line green. Initial fleet in position.
Internal pressure doors will be sealed in 2 minutes. Abort systems standing by.
Hyperspace?
All sections have reported in. We are clear to proceed. Trigger the hyperspace drive at your discretion.
All hyperspace systems operating at full power.
If the hyperspace targeting system is accurate, we will emerge in close proximity to the support vessel Car Salim. This ship has spent the past 10 years traveling on conventional drives to reach the outer Karak system. The Car Salim will monitor the quantum waveform as we return to normal space and assist in tuning our drive control systems. If the hyperspace module malfunctions, the Car Salim will provide assistance and resupply. Mission objectives will be to dock with the support vessel in order to complete adjustments to the mothership and her drives.
New research available. We made it. Hyperspace jump complete. All systems nominal, and the quantum wave effect has dissipated.
We have misjumped. The support ship is not here. Fleet Command will signal the Car Salim while we confirm our current position.
This is the mothership calling support vessel Car Salim. Come in, please. We've misjumped and are requesting your beacon. This is the mothership calling support vessel Car Salim. Please respond.
Priority alert, we have picked up the Car Salim's automated beacon. Send a probe to make contact and re-establish communications.
repairs are underway.
The car Salim has been destroyed. Heavy weapon damage is visible on the remaining fragment. A salvage corvette must be sent to retrieve the mission data recorder. On an intercept course with the car Salim, protection of the salvage team is a primary objective. It must return to the mothership with the mission recorder. We need that data.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
What do you mean you detect a hyperspace entry? The mothership isn't due for...
Sir, I have multiple contacts on closing vectors, strike group, unknown profiles, no recognition codes. They're not ours.
Well, if they're not ours, who the hell are they?
Sir, they're coming in fast. Check. Incoming fire. We are under attack.
Insufficient resources.
They're getting
Research
through.
paused.
Reaches across all decks. Hull integrity failing.
Castle into mothership if you...
Analysis of wreckage reveals the hostile units are using strike craft ranging from fighters to combat corvettes. All pilots will be briefed in case hostiles have penetrated farther into the Karak system. On our return to Karak, the final outfit of the mothership must be accelerated in order to defend against possible future attacks. Many major mothership systems are still incomplete. We will notify Karak's missile defense system of this possible threat. The mothership will then dock with the scaffold for repairs. Stand by for hyperspace exit to Karak.
No one's left. Everything's gone. Karak is burning.
Karak is being consumed by a firestorm. The scaffold has been destroyed. All orbital facilities destroyed. Significant debris ring in low Karak orbit. Receiving no communication from
the cryo tray systems in orbit. One of them is suffering a massive malfunction.
The cryo trays are under attack. Defend them. Scouted at the car Salim. It is likely they were involved in the destruction of Karak. While searching the enemy ship's computer systems, we came across these flight recordings. Stand by for playback.
Group 3 moving in. Alright now, stay together. Ready, spread. Incoming missiles. Evasive maneuvers. We're hit. Damage report. What's that? There's another one. Prepare for immediate surface bombardment. Commence surface delivery. Orbital target acquired. Watch the spread pattern. Stay sharp. Target destroyed. Delivery to all targets acquired. Multiple impacts can surface temperature 50. Estimated immediate casualties temperature 1742 and stable. Clearance granted. Primary directive achieved.
Analysis of the recording indicates that the Karak missile defenses heavily damaged the attacking fleet. However, we have concluded that at present they can still easily defeat us. We have therefore plotted a course to a deep space asteroid belt. There we can hide and prepare our fleet for an assault. We have reverse engineered the drive technology and developed 2 new ships. Plans for a 3rd vessel are underway, but will require frigate chassis research. Enemy units neutralized. Begin salvaging the cryo trays.
Those trays contain all that remain of our people. Without them, we will become extinct. Cryo tray loaded. 400,000 people secured.
Reporting. Docking with mothership. Roger.
Attention fleet, we have too many collectors here. Expect delays.
Cryo tray loaded. 500,000 people secured.
Attention fleet, we have too many collectors here. Expect delays.
Cryo trays loaded and secure. Hyperspace module charged. There's nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Cryogenic trays have been processed, and our colonists are safe for now. We are all that's left of our world, our culture, our people.
From the interrogation, we learned that a frontier fleet patrolling the borders of a vast interstellar empire was dispatched to destroy our planet. The captain claimed our people violated a 4,000-year-old treaty forbidding us to develop hyperspace technology. Extermination of our planet was the consequence. The subject did not survive interrogation.
Hyperspace jump successful.
Scanner data indicates asteroid density is highest in this region. Commence resource gathering. Long-range sensors indicate a mothership-class mass signature. It's coming in fast. Power readings are off the scale. Full combat alert. Stand by for contact.
Ambassador away.
Trajectory locked in. Hailing signal open on all channels. Entering magnetic field now. Almost there. Fleet, we've lost guidance and are being drawn in. a lot of lights. There seems to be some kind of activity inside. I can see.
We are the Bentusi, and welcome you among space-faring cultures, not bound. The outer rim trade routes were established for the first time by our ancestors. The resources you collect are of value to the Bentusi exchange. They will serve as an acceptable medium for trade. It has been our custom to equip trading partners with an exchange limit. It is therefore been provided to your ambassador as a gesture of goodwill.
This is Ambassador. We are clear of the Bentusi vessel. All systems green. Harbor Control has released guidance and the exchange unit is secure. Receiving crews. Prep the quarantine chamber.
Roger that. Quarantine standing by.
Bentusi trading link established.
Foundry, this is Floor. How far away?
Interceptor complete. Support frigate complete. Interceptor complete.
Tyrannic raiders, servants of the Taidan, are arriving. They must not learn of our contact. We must depart. All that moves is easily heard in the void. We will listen for you. Farewell.
Tyrannic raider fighters are attacking. Prepare for more hostile ships to arrive. Ships have just emerged from hyperspace near the mothership. Raider carrier has been located. It is reinforcing their squadrons of fighters and corvettes. It is retreating. If it escapes, they will warn the Taidan fleet of our pursuit. Do not allow them to hyperspace.
Target confirmed. Attack complete. Awaiting further orders.
The Tyrannic raiders have been defeated. We can now return to our immediate goal, preparation for an attack on the Taidan fleet that devastated Karak. Using data from the Taidan vessel captured at Karak, we have been able to determine their location. If we strike now, we can take advantage of their damaged condition. Hyperspace coordinates have been transferred to Fleet Command.
Resource collector.
We have repaired the damage incurred by the Tyrannic raiders. Combat and sensor systems returning to optimal functionality.
Our first hyperdrive test led to near genocide. Karak, destroyed. All of us, all that's left, hunted by 2 alien races.
We must focus on the matter at hand. Elimination of the fleet that destroyed our world. Coming up on hyperspace coordinates.
Hyperspace successful. Current position and pre-jump coordinates are in perfect alignment. We are on target.
We detect large resource deposits but no vessels. It is possible that the Taidan could be hiding in the denser portions of the belt. It may cause interference with our sensors. Send probes to investigate. All fleet assets should be kept on alert. Ship profiles and markings match those from the recording at Karak. There is no doubt that this is the fleet. Destroy them. We've completed decrypting data from the enemy frigate we captured in the Karak system. It appears to be an Imperial broadcast. In order to stay clear of these outposts, our course will take us into a turbulent asteroid field and through the heart of a nebula.
Hyperspace jump successful.
We haven't cleared the asteroid field. Prepare for collisions. Incoming asteroids must be destroyed before they impact with the mothership. Concentrate fire within this collision envelope.
This is a dangerous and unpredictable
Local resources
region.
exhausted, fleet.
Can you
Moving
give us
on.
information that will guide us through the nebula?
We hear nothing there. Even the Tide End fear the great nebula. No one returns.
Hyperspace module fully charged.
The Bentusi said, "No one returns."
The nebula is incredibly rich in energy and resources. Energy levels are so high that our sensors are having trouble compensating. Begin harvesting the nebula while we recalibrate the sensors. Difficult to identify. Prepare the ambassador.
This is the Garden of Kadesh. For 13 generations we have protected it from the unclean. The tyrannic raiders who came before you refused to join and were punished for this trespass. Like theirs, your ship has already defiled this holy place. If you have come to join, we welcome you, and will spare you your ship until all have disembarked. If you have come to consume the garden, you will be removed at once. What are your intentions?
We were unaware of the significance of this location. We mean no conflict. Please allow us time to prepare our engines so that we may withdraw as requested.
If you will not join, then die. There is no withdrawal from the garden.
Hyperdrive jump failed. The quantum waveform collapsed due to some kind of inhibitor field.
Analyzing field. Continue to protect the mothership until the source is located.
Supporting friendly units.
The mothership appeared to be equipped with a powerful field generator. This field deformed our quantum wavefront and prevented us from making a hyperspace jump. We also observed that the enemy's hyperspace module has an identical power signature to our own. This raises interesting questions considering our own technology was reverse engineered from the wreck of the car Toba. Our hyperspace systems are now functioning properly and this jump will carry us clear of the nebula.
Something's wrong. We've been pulled out of hyperspace. We're still inside the nebula.
It's a trap. Sensors detect hyperspace inhibitors in a triangular formation. Even one can keep us from entering hyperspace. All of them must be destroyed. The nebula is still scrambling our sensors, but it looks like we have incoming enemy units.
Again, we offer you the chance to join us in the
We have enemy units closing on multiple attack vectors. Engage and destroy hostiles. Enemy vessels retreating to this point. This reading has been consistent despite sensor interference. It has a friendly signature, but it's not one of ours. It's the car Toba. In fact, metallurgy and structural composition are an identical match to the car Toba wreckage.
There's nothing left out here.
Hyperspace module back online. After analyzing the data we collected from the car Toba's sister ship, we've been able to determine what happened in the nebula. While the car Toba was able to limp to Karak, this ship instead must have tried to hide here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
Anomaly detected. Override engaged.
Sensors detect a vessel here. It doesn't match any of the profiles we have encountered. Send in a team to investigate. We are detecting various ships surrounding the alien vessel. They appear to be inactive. Attention! Those ships are operational. We believe the control center is the alien vessel. It should be neutralized. The alien control system. We now have control of the foreign vessels. Send a salvage team to further investigate the alien ship.
New research available. New capital ships.
After seizing the missile destroyer, construction reports we can now build a similar vessel. Salvage team docked. The alien ship is millions of years old. Its purpose is unclear. Research Division reports it has developed plans for gravity warping technology based on the alien control field. We advise commencing research immediately.
We have known of this ship, but could never approach it. We are particularly vulnerable to its influence. The Bentusi would like the information you have acquired. It will be transferred automatically if you choose to trade. The information was successfully transferred. Thank you.
The Taidan are determined to destroy us. Will you help us defeat them?
Conflict is not our way. We will bring your cause to the Galactic Council. The Taidan rule the Empire, but even they must answer to the Council.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Engage at your discretion. We are about to enter the outer limits of the Taidan Empire. As we approach the galactic core, resistance is expected to increase. We have identified a weak point in the enemy defenses. There is a remote research station located near an active supernova. It should only have a minor garrison protecting it.
Hyperspace jump successful. We have cleared the outer rim dust bank.
The research station is located here. Assemble a heavy strike force and destroy it.
The supernova is 215 light-years away. It is emitting intense radiation.
Strike craft are especially vulnerable to this radiation. Capital ships will be the most effective due to their heavy armor. Research Division reports it is now equipped for proximity sensor technology. We advise We have intercepted a coded Taidan transmission.
failed to keep the exiles from penetrating the outer perimeter. This could be disastrous. You will find and destroy them immediately. Our spies believe that the Bentusi have interfered. They must not be allowed to bring this matter to the Council and gain support for the exiles.
Reporting.
Hyperdrive disengaged. The Bentusi are here. They're in distress.
Pursuing targets.
It has been forbidden to possess this information for some time, but after your intervention on our behalf, we feel compelled to share it with you. Behold, in the first time, a terrible war brought with it the collapse of your ancient empire. So vicious were your enemies that all would have been slaughtered were it not for the collective outcry for mercy. In an effort to soothe relations, the conquerors spared the lives of the defeated. All survivors were sent into exile. None were permitted to follow or aid the fallen. All memory of them was to be erased. For generations, the convoy moved silently through space. They endured great difficulties. Imperfect technology. In time, a suitable system to receive them was found. This barren world appeared to be salvation, their true legacy forgotten, A new vision of destiny had grown out of captivity. A single artifact survived the journey. The guide stone you now carry. It was removed from the sacred angel moon of your homeworld, a place long since reduced to myth and tale. Your progress is becoming known among the inner rim worlds and elsewhere. Many cultures have prophesized your return. Reach your home world. Establish your claim. We will summon the council.
Emergency alert. Hyperdrive malfunction. The quantum waveform is collapsing. Safety interrupt engaged. Prepare for immediate return to normal space.
Ready. Weapons set to full power.
All right, let's heat it up in here.
Dropping out of hyperspace.
Full power.
All systems online.
We are caught in a gravity well. Fighters and corvettes will be unable to move. Seek out the source of this field and destroy.
We are prepared to help you. Please respond.
Enemy frigate captured.
This could be a trap, but the Capella is clearly damaged. Engage the pursuing fleet and draw it away from the defecting ship.
I am Group Captain Elson of the destroyer Capella. The Tydan Empire has become decadent and corrupt over the centuries. The use of the forbidden atmosphere deprivation device on your planet finally triggered the rebellion. Help me get access to the rebellion's communication network. I will show you a way through the defenses surrounding your homeworld. Take me to the ship graveyard at Karos. Hidden in a derelict, there is a relay I can use with your help. The rebellion waits for my sign to move into its next phase.
Hyperspace transition complete. We have arrived at Karos. Destroyer complete.
The communication relay is here. A fighter or corvette must dock with it to establish the link.
Doppler signal green.
Heavy corvette complete.
I'm in. Communication link established.
Patching into command node now. The Tydan Resistance has been informed of your actions and are preparing the fleets. You have our thanks. The hyperspace coordinates you require have been transferred to your mothership. Farewell.
Hyperspace enabled. According to the data we received from Captain Elson, the Homeworld system is surrounded by a network of hyperspace inhibitors. The inhibitors are all heavily shielded and do not show up on any sensors. Elson has provided us with coordinates of the most vulnerable inhibitor station. Our goal is to destroy the station and create our own access point.
Heavy Corvette complete. Hyperspace successful. We are at the edge of the Homeworld system.
Ready. Show no mercy.
Elson's information was correct. This is the field generator. We must destroy it.
Heavy Corvette complete.
We have to assume that the Homeworld's defensive fleet must be alerted to our presence. All vessels and crews in maximum readiness. Weapons and tracking at 100% efficiency. The fleet is ready. There can be no retreat now. Shutting down the inhibitor field has alerted the Tidan to our presence. We're on a collision course with a very large object. It appears to have escorts. It must be destroyed before it impacts the mothership.
You've taken one step too close to me.
We've lost Charon. Fleet Command is gone. Emergency biotech teams are working to keep her alive. The collision asteroid must have served its purpose as a delay tactic. There's a large number of Tidan ships located here. A mothership-class vessel is among them. Enemy reinforcements emerging from...
And just saw, under your command.
Fleet Command back online. The Emperor is gone.
We have brought the Council. This war is over. The Galactic Council recognized our claim to this world. The sacrifice of thousands has left a trail of destruction behind us, like a path across the galaxy to Higara, our homeworld. So much destruction, so many lives lost for this place. A place of wonder to those who knew only the sands of Karak. Our colonists were released from their long sleep. All symbols of the old empire were destroyed. But the conflict will never be forgotten. a celebration marked the beginning of a new time. No longer Fleet Command, Karen Sajet survived extraction from the mothership's core. She insisted that she would be the last person to disembark and set foot on the Homeworld. In the first time, the great hyperspace core was found. With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace. "4,000 years passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet. Pain and bloodshed flowed in its wake. But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Higara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sajukar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Higara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway. The pride of Higara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green. Primary couplings released.
Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away. This is Tanis Control. We have visual contact with the core. Proceed with transfer.
Trajectory and alignment confirmed. Take it to 115 and initiate capture procedures. Mothership recognizes the core and confirms signal lock.
Fleet Command, online. Mothership status report. Engineering, online. Stand by to initiate engine sequence. test complete. All standard drives are operational. Navigation online. The mothership is standing by.
Course deleted.
This is Fleet Intelligence. Our task is to analyze sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before launching the mothership, we must conduct a series of trials to ensure all critical systems are operational. Throughout these trials, the mothership will be running with a minimal crew and will remain docked with Tanis. Once these trials are complete, we will launch the mothership and test the hyperspace core. The first trial will test the resourcing system. A resource collector is standing by. Begin retrieval of resource containers at this location. We will now test the mothership's production capabilities. Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
Fighter facility subsystem complete. Engineering is online and ready for fighter production.
To test basic combat capabilities, construct an interceptor.
Attention, Tanis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected. Signal indicates Vager Bomber Strike Force. This is a scramble alert. All pilots to their stations.
Chimera Base, this is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in, awaiting orders.
This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must be eliminated. Order all interceptors to destroy the Vager bombers. Is offline. The Vager have breached the Tanis perimeter.
The mothership is under attack. We cannot stay here any longer. Emergency launch underway.
These crews, stand by for emergency launch.
Roger that, Tanis. Primary couplings released.
She's looking good. Green line confirmed.
The mothership has cleared Tanis. We are away.
Multiple enemy reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact, 2 minutes. Begin construction of attack bombers immediately. Bombers will be required to defend the mothership. Long-range sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging on Tanis. All ships initiate docking procedures and stand by for hyperspace.
The Vager have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vager have launched a massive invasion. The Garan outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.
The mothership is on its way. We're going to make it. Bishop 1 to all transports. Report status.
Bishop 2, standing by.
This is Bishop 3. We've taken some hits. 2 bulkheads down. We'll be all right.
Bishop 4, standing by. Bishop 5, standing by. Bishop 6, reporting unidentified contacts. Get ready for company.
Hyperspace jump successful. The core is operating at full capacity. We made it.
We have reached the Hagaran system. Vagar forces are being reported in all sectors. They will know we have arrived. Six crew transports are inbound to dock with the mothership. A Vagar carrier has been detected in the area. The transports are under attack and require immediate assistance. At least 4 transports must dock with the mothership to meet minimum crew requirements. The Vagar carrier is launching reinforcements. Use bombers to destroy the carrier's fighter facility. This will prevent it from sending further reinforcements. The Vagar are using frigates to attack the transports. Some appear to be equipped with heavy anti-fighter weaponry.
Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
With the help of Captain Soban, we should be able to save the rest of the transports. Transport Bishop 4 sustaining. The Vagar carrier is retreating. It must be destroyed before it can escape. The Vagar carrier has been destroyed.
Fleet, this is Captain Soban. The Homeworld system will soon be overrun by Vagar forces. Their objective is to capture the mothership. You must get the Pride of Higara out of here. The enemy will follow, and in doing so, you will buy the Homeworld some time. Soban, out.
Captain Soban's mission will be to track down the location of the Vagar leader. His fleet has been dispatched. He will remain in contact with us.
Crew transport docked. Engine and power plant crews transferring.
Engine performance increased to normal levels. 4 crew transports docked. We have met minimum crew requirements.
Crew transport docked. Elite fighter pilots transferring.
Elite bomber squadrons launching from mothership. Crew transports returning to base.
We cannot allow the mothership to fall into enemy hands. Coordinates set for the Serum system. There, we will regroup our forces and mount a counteroffensive. All ships, stand by for hyperspace. Our home.
Children of Hygara, you are beaten. This sector is now under my control. Stand down and prepare for Vega occupation. I have come to claim what is mine. Return the second core, and I will spare your homeworld.
Hygara can resist the Vega siege, but only for a limited time. The shipyard at Serum will allow us to rebuild our fleet. We must secure this asset before it falls to the Vega. Stand by for arrival at Serum.
Hyperdrive systems nominal. We have arrived at Serum in the outskirts of the Hygaran control zone.
Vega recon elements have been identified. The shipyard is located here and is under attack. Incoming transmission.
Attention, Pride of Hygara. This is Captain Elohim of the shipyard Nabal. We are sustaining heavy damage and request immediate assistance.
The shipyard must be defended. In order to do so, we must establish a forward resource operation. Engineering reports they are now able to build mobile refineries to help resourcing operations. From the shipyard Nabal.
Thanks for the help. We've been battling Vega raids and have sustained heavy damage to all our systems. We require immediate repairs, fleet.
New research and build options now available.
Recommend researching resource collector repair ability. This will enable us to use resource collectors.
We have basic power to all systems. Construction of a carrier was underway before we were attacked.
The shipyard has transferred control of the carrier to us. It is equipped with a frigate facility. Recommend building frigates to strengthen the fleet. New build options are now available.
Repeat, the Vega are attacking.
The Vega are using infiltration frigates to board the shipyard. If they succeed, we will require marine frigates to recapture it. The shipyard must not fall into Vega hands. Build marine frigates immediately. All Vega infiltrators destroyed. The shipyard is secure. We can now build capital-class vessels to strengthen the fleet. The Vega are retreating. Eliminate all Vega resistance before they can escape. Ship Vega-class hyperspace signature detected. Prepare for immediate contact.
The great harbor ship of Ventus. The last of the Bentusi.
The time of prophecy is at hand. In the beginning, the great progenitor Sajuk forged the three cores to unlock the mystery of hyperspace. But the three became separated, and the progenitors faded from memory. For eons, the cores drifted apart, until the first came to the Bentusi. The second came to your ancestors. In their blindness, they became as the Vagar are now, and a great war consumed them also. Before their final hour, they secreted their core from the Emperor and carried it with them into exile. It remains in your possession. The core trinity must be united. The three will awaken Sajuk. Only the power of the great progenitor can defeat Makan and the Vagar. This is your destiny. Seek it out among the asteroids of Genna. The end time has begun. Farewell.
The shipyard is safe and fully operational. It will remain here to reinforce the Hagaran defense fleet and maintain a supply line to Hagara.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Coordinates for the Genna system locked in. Our fate now rests with the Bentusi. For thousands of years, the old Kith clans worshipped Sajuk as the great maker whose hand shapes what is. It appears he is neither god nor myth. He is real, and Makan knows this.
Genna is a large asteroid field located beyond the outer rim, deep within the Vega reaches. The Bentusi have given us the coordinates of the Oracle. Intelligence data indicates there is a large military installation protecting extensive archaeological dig sites. It is surrounded by hyperspace inhibitors. We have located a weak point. Prepare to disengage hyperspace.
We have exited hyperspace on the outskirts of the Genna asteroid field.
The Vagar's hyperspace inhibitors are located on asteroids throughout this sector. We must destroy the inhibitors and disable the field if we are to reach Genna undetected. The Vagar command station is located here. It must be neutralized. Long-range scans detect heavy Vagar activity in this region. Advise caution to bring in reinforcements. We can use this to our advantage. Marine frigates will be able to capture the gates and move our fleet to within striking distance of the command station. The Vagar command station is located here. It must be neutralized. The enemy command station has been neutralized. We can now safely move forward into the Genna asteroid field undetected.
Oracle coordinates locked in.
Data from the Vagar base confirms extensive archaeological digs are underway across this entire sector. The coordinates provided to us by the Bentusi indicate the Oracle is located here. We must recover the Oracle before the enemy.
Short jump coordinates in perfect alignment. A minor disturbance in the hyperspace core has been detected.
We have arrived without alerting the Vagar. The Oracle is located here. The Vagar are also searching for the Oracle, but without the information provided to us by the Bentusi, they are unlikely to find it. A Marine frigate must dock with the dig site in order to retrieve the Oracle. Prepare for resistance. The site will be well guarded. Dust fields will interfere with the Vagar sensors. We must remain hidden inside the field to advance undetected. To our presence, they will bring reinforcements. Destroy the garrison reinforcements.
Standing by to dock. Resource collector standing by. Approaching entry point at 107. Stand by for extraction fleet. The Oracle has been secured. Stand by receiving crews.
The Oracle is secure. Integration complete. Hyperspace core anomaly detected. Jump procedures initiated. All units prepare to enter hyperspace. Hyperdrive, malfunction. Emergency override, not responding.
The Oracle is interfering with the hyperspace nav systems. It has taken over our course.
Stand by for emergency hyperspace exit. The Oracle has taken us to the Karos graveyard. It is still in control of the hyperspace core and is recharging it to jump again.
Until we have regained control of the hyperspace core, we will remain at high alert. Be prepared for enemy contact. Anomalous signals from the surrounding hulks. The Oracle is interfering with our sensors. Unidentified units approaching. No life signs detected. Prepare to engage. Sensors have detected an alien ship at this location. It appears to be disabled. We must retrieve it to determine a weakness in their design. Dispatch a resource collector to salvage the target ship.
Started its analysis.
Using data from the Oracle, we've reverse engineered the alien ship. These ships appear to be armed utility vessels. The Oracle refers to them as new research.
Strike group receiving fire.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in.
En route.
Hyperspace successful. The Oracle is moving into proximity with one of the hulks.
The mothership is moving to this derelict. We must defend the mothership at all costs.
The Oracle has activated this derelict. It appears to be partially online. It appears to be transmitting orders to all the movers.
The movers are powering down. They are now offline.
The Oracle has received telemetry data from the derelict. It has transmitted the location of a progenitor relic within the Karos graveyard. Coordinates locked in.
Assembling the fleet for hyperspace.
Control of the hyperspace core has been released. When we entered hyperspace, the Oracle redirected us to its last known position.
Using data retrieved from the derelict, we have been able to translate the Oracle memory banks. The wreckage appears to be the bridge section of a much larger progenitor ship. A powerful dreadnought ship is located within the aft section of the wreck. It is referred to as the Gatekeeper of Sajuk. Deep scan telemetry indicates this progenitor ship broke apart 10,000 years ago and has been drifting through this sector ever since.
Hyperspace coordinates locked in. Hyperspace jump interrupted.
We are surrounded by progenitor wreckage. The Oracle confirms this wreckage was once the engineering bay of the progenitor ship. Scans of the surrounding hulks have detected quantum waveform irregularities. They are preventing us from initiating a hyperspace jump. If we are to reach the dreadnought, the debris must be cleared. Send a probe to investigate the local hulks. Progenitor movers have been located within the cloud. Research Division has completed analysis of the mover we found. We can now replicate mover technology, build a mover construction facility. Alert! We are detecting dangerous levels of radiation. These hulks appear to be the source. Use movers to destroy the debris.
Hyperspace core fully charged. Detecting only minor quantum waveform fluctuations, we are clear to jump. Initiate hyperspace. The movers are progenitor AI constructs. They know no age, no despair. All this time, they have tended the derelicts of their masters.
From their memory banks, we have learned that the progenitors were not indigenous to our galaxy. This section of hull was once a massive foundry where the 3 hyperspace cores were forged. Coordinates have been set for the aft section of the wreck, where the dreadnought is located.
The prophecy states, he who unites the 3 will unleash the great maker Sajuk. Hyperspace successful. We are alone.
Telemetry data confirms this is the engineering section of the wreckage. The dreadnought is located here. We're detecting intense power fluctuations in the surrounding progenitor derelicts. Send in scouts to confirm the location of the dreadnought. We are translating the progenitor language. It is a repeating message as follows. The Keeper is aware. The Keeper understands. The Keeper has seen the enemy. The progenitor dreadnought has been located. Use movers to retrieve it. At least 6 movers will be required to transport the dreadnought. The Keeper is attacking.
The Oracle refers to these ships as keepers. They are ancient machines dedicated to the protection of the progenitor empire. It will stop at nothing to destroy us.
Defend the fleet and crew transferring the dreadnought. Crew transfer complete.
Resource collector standing by.
Acknowledged. Weapons set to full power.
Combat data indicates we cannot defeat the Keeper with conventional weapons. But we believe we have found a weakness. We have identified progenitor power modules in the local area. The Oracle indicates that these modules could be activated and cause the Keeper to overload. Each power module is activated by a trigger device. Send probes to these locations to scan for trigger devices.
Supporting friendly units.
Device 2 installed. Power module activated.
Resource collector awaiting orders.
Mover complete. Device 3 installed. Power module activated.
Torpedo frigate under attack. Supporting friendly units.
The distortion field is building. Moving. The Keeper is tracked.
The hyperspace core is back online.
Sensors detect a large power cascade building up inside the Keeper. We must escape before the Keeper self-destructs.
Reporting.
Hyperspace module fully charged.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Stay on top of them.
Initiating hyperspace.
While ancient, the Dreadnought's control matrix and crew interface are compatible with ours. It has advanced weapons systems and a powerful phased cannon array. However, many of its systems are offline. Accessing the Dreadnought's memory banks, the ship seems to be the control mechanism for a progenitor artifact of some kind. We can use the Dreadnought to strike the Vaegar with overwhelming force. Captain Soban has given us the coordinates of a key enemy assembly point. The shipyard Nabal will rendezvous with us there. Prepare to exit hyperspace.
There is a second Dreadnought. Makan has it.
Echo 4 report partial control has been established. Stand by for update. Phased cannon array online. Fleet Command, this is Dreadnought Control. Cannon array offline. Repeat, cannon array offline.
Defensive perimeter set. Course canceled. Show no mercy. Pursuing targets.
The Dreadnought has slowed the initial Vega assault. However, it suffered heavy damage when the phased cannon misfired. The Dreadnought engines are offline. Send resource collectors to begin preliminary repairs.
Fleet, this is Captain Elohim. Hyperspace short jump successful. Crews are standing by to repair the Dreadnought.
Dock the Dreadnought with the shipyard. Repairs will commence at once. The shipyard reports that preliminary analysis and repairs of the Dreadnought systems will take time.
Repairs to the Dreadnought will be complete.
Exiting hyperspace. They have surrounded us.
The Dreadnought systems are online. Crew has been...
Dock the Dreadnought with the shipyard. The shipyard has restored the Dreadnought to full combat status. However, the phased cannon array sustained irreparable damage. Multiple hyperspace signatures detected. The Vega are launching an attack.
Attention fleet. Makan has found Valcora Gate. The coordinates are 1134489er0.
Priority alert. Jamming signal detected. A Vega carrier is on an intercept course with Captain Soban.
The Vega have been defeated. Before being captured, Captain Soban activated an emergency tracking device. Using this signal, we will be able to locate his destination point.
Stand by for hyperspace jump.
We are tracking Captain Soban. He is being taken to a Vega facility where he will be subjected to interrogation. Our objective will be to rescue him.
Something's wrong. We've been pulled out of hyperspace.
Massive anomaly detected. Second hyperspace signature detected. Translated. We are the keepers of Abbasid. We are the servants of Sajuk. The keepers are assuming attack formation and launching attack drones. Full combat alert. Keeper has vanished. Sensors indicate there was a major energy distortion in the vessel before it disappeared. There are no signs of debris. The keepers have simply disappeared. No known cloaking field signature was detected.
The Bentusi are here.
We see you have acquired a progenitor dreadnought. This is a most powerful weapon. Bring it to us, and we will repair the great cannon.
Alert. 4 inbound contacts acquired. The Keepers have returned. We must defend Ventus.
You'll find it requires time to recharge after it has been fired. Way to destroy the Keepers. They must be taken with us. Our task is now done, but yours remains.
Power surge detected on Ventus. They are collapsing their quantum wave field to consume the Keepers in its blast.
Ventus is going critical.
They will not survive. Hyperspace initiated.
Our time has ended. Cedric awaits beyond the gate of Valcora. The dreadnought will open the way. You must end what has begun. You must take our core and unite the 3. This is our legacy to you. Farewell.
They sacrificed themselves so that we might fulfill our destiny.
The Bentuzzi core will have survived the explosion. Telemetry scans indicate its most likely location to be just outside the blast radius. Be advised, the Vagar will have detected the explosion. We can expect enemy contact. Hyperspace coordinates locked in.
Hyperspace successful. We have cleared the shockwave.
Scans of the debris field have isolated 3 fragments of the Bentuzzi hyperspace core. The containment units are located here. The core itself is here. All 3 elements must be retrieved. However, the destruction of Ventus has created a hazardous environment. Dispatch a probe to analyze the core fragments. Dangerous particle emissions have been located near the core fragments. Research Division reports that they can adjust the defense field generators in order to provide protection from the hazardous emissions. Begin enhanced defense field frigate research. Vagar hyperspace signals identified. The remaining Vagar forces. Additional hostile contacts detected.
Stable and has established a positive link with our own.
We have re-established contact with Captain Soban's tracking device.
Far jump coordinates locked in.
Captain Soban has the location of Balcora Gate. He has been taken to a rally point near the Vagar outpost Thadis Sabah. We must mount a rescue operation before he can be interrogated. The outpost is heavily defended, but we have identified a weak point. We will hyperspace into a nearby nebula that will provide us with cover. Stand by for hyperspace exit.
We have arrived at the Vega rally point.
Captain Soban's tracking signal is coming from the carrier. He is being transferred to the command station, Thaddeus Sabah. In order to rescue Soban, we must assault this station. Mothership class signature detected.
I see you have acquired the Bentusi core. Well done. Surrender the cores to me now, and you will be spared. There can be only one Sajuka.
Makan's flagship is within striking distance. It must be heavy damage.
Stand down. We're on hold.
Rescue operation successful, fleet. Thanks for breaking me out of there. I left them a little going away present to remember me by.
Send escorts immediately.
Information supplied by Captain Soban indicates Makan is heading for Balcora Gate. We must not allow Makan to escape. Initiate hyperspace jump when ready.
Makan has fled to Balcora, a massive black hole cluster at the center of the galaxy. The vast gravity well of the black holes prevents all hyperspace activity within a 500 light-year radius. However, there is a way into this inhospitable region of space. A progenitor hyperspace gate is located just outside the exclusion zone.
This is the Gate of Balcora, the path to Sajuk.
You have done well, but I'm afraid you are too late. The Bentusi foresaw this. Sajuk will be mine. This is both my destiny and yours.
Makan has used a progenitor dreadnought to open Balcora Gate. Beyond lies Sajuk, the Great Maker.
The Vega are concentrating fire on 3 power subsystems located here. We must stop them before they disable the gate. The gate is now under our control.
We've got a situation here. I caught one.
The dreadnought is communicating with the gate. The initialization sequence has begun. The gate is open. Stand by.
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting.
You have brought the cause to me as I have foreseen. In doing so, you have fulfilled your purpose. Sajuk is mine. It is I who will unite the 3. Warriors of the Vega reaches. The moment of prophecy is at hand. Glory be to the Sajuka. Cannot be allowed to unite the cores. The prophecy must not end this way.
Multiple incoming Vega units detected. Protect the mothership. The Vega are regrouping around Makan's flagship. He must be destroyed.
At this moment, a dark cloud gathers above the skies of Igara. The warriors of the Fringe will never be defeated.
Makan has been defeated. Begin recovery of the Vega core. The Trinity must be united. Crew transfer complete. All systems prepare to power down. Main drives offline. Engineering offline. Navigation offline. Auxiliary power disabled. The mothership is standing down. Begin hyperspace core transfer. The core is away.
Juke receiving crews. Stand by for core Trinity integration.
Trinity is stable. Coordinates for Hagara locked in.
This isn't looking good, fleet. Hold your positions.
Sajuk has returned. All systems online. Weapon systems fully charged.
Sensors indicate large Vagar forces massing at these locations. The last of the Hagaran defense fleet is engaging the Vagar. They are outnumbered. The Vagar must be eliminated to lift the siege of Hagara. These Mothership-class vessels do not resemble any known Vagar design. However, sensors indicate similarities to Bentusi technology. They are not responding to hails. Stand by for combat. Scans of the hull indicate it's immune to conventional weapons. Bring Sujuk to... Analysis indicates the unknown Vega vessels are surface bombardment platforms and are preparing to attack. Dispatch interceptors to target any missiles before they can enter the atmosphere. Missiles must be destroyed before they can penetrate bombardment platforms. Indicates several Vega ships are fleeing to hyperspace.
Higara is safe. Victory is ours.
Karen became the Sajukar, the chosen one, and custodian of the three. Conflicts that raged for millennia came to an end, and a new age of discovery began. An age of great wonders and visions. But one secret remained. The Eye of Arran was discovered. It was opened by the power of the three. What lay beyond hushed every voice in the galaxy. A great network of hyperspace gates. An ancient system, perfectly preserved in the void, hidden from view throughout all of history. The Age of Sajet.